Let's give a big round of applause for Jacob Warburton Lester. Yeah, I like bath bombs too, the ones that are fuzzy, that have weed. It makes you sleep a lot better, actually. It really does.
Great set.
I want to just give a nice introduction to Tommy Warren, because he's also a good friend of mine, but he's also like a brother from another mother. Let's bring up your next comedian, Tommy J. Warren!
How's everyone doing tonight? Everyone asks that question. How you doing tonight? Just once I would love to ask that question and someone go, Tom, I'm doing fucking shitty. Because you're married. When you're married, a good marriage is just finding someone whose crazy matches yours, right, sir? Right? Me and my wife have been together for a while. We've only been married for the last 6 years. And it's great being married to her. In the morning, I get to find out what personality's waking up this morning. So that's always a wonderful thing, especially first thing in the morning when I'm trying to wake her up and she's a night person. Why is it people who know they have to get up early decide they're staying up late? I'm going to tell you guys something that happened to me. I had a real embarrassing moment when I was 15. I was out on a date. Yeah, I found a girl willing to talk to me, let alone shun me or make fun of me. So, because I was 15, we had to take the bus. So I go pick her up, and we're going to go eat, and then we're going to go to the movies. So I was talking to a family friend of mine, and he said, well, you got to remember, you always got to make sure your breath is clean, so bring some mints. And he goes, the most important thing, unload the gun first, so that just in case, so that way, it's not over in 2 pumps. I got them backwards, but I figured it out. So we're at the date, and I have a bit of anxiety, don't we all? And so I'm like, oh my God, my stomach's killing me. So I go to the bathroom to clean up, freshen up, right? Pass some gas, because you don't want to do that at the table. Especially, okay, I'm 48, so when I was 15, like that's the mid-90s, everything was vinyl. Go to a restaurant, try and squeak one out on your... You can't hide that politely. So I'm in the bathroom, right? And this is also before all the scented hand soaps. What the fuck happened there? What happened to just regular soap? You got watermelon, you got banana. That was a wonderful flavor. But there's one problem with the scented hand soap. So I'm in the bathroom, wash my hands, and it had a really nice smell to it. It smelled a little fruity, but a little pulpery. So I thought it was a wonderful smell, right? So while I'm sniffing my hand, I kind of do the breath check, right? Okay, I need a mint. Right? The mints I had, the only ones I could find were chocolate covered. That shouldn't make much of a difference, so I ripped one open, popped it in my mouth. Never, ever, under any circumstances, when you go to the bathroom at a restaurant, walk out of the bathroom sniffing your hand. I did. She's sitting right there, and she can see me, and she's kind of like, oh, you can see the look of regret. Holy fuck, I made a mistake. So we're sitting down, the waitress comes over and she's like, would you like to order? So we order, waiting for the food to come. But my stomach's still upset. So I'm like, I'm not getting up to go to the bathroom now, man. So I'm just kind of sitting there, so I just kind of, like, we've all done it, that whole quench the cheeks together. And it just, but I'm able to make enough noise to hide it. Within seconds, I was like, oh my God. So I'm trying to explain to her, like, over there, I'm over here, trying to keep the scent from hitting her. And that was at the same time the waitress comes walking by. And it was a big waitress. So everything went. So I went to her and I said, You should smell what the soap smells like in the bathroom. She took one look at my hand and goes, "You're fucking sick. Get up and left." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And I looked at my hand. The chocolate from the mint was on my finger. So I did what every self-respecting person would do. I licked it. Because I knew what it was. The poor lady sitting at the table watching all this goes on was eating her sandwich and at the same time projectile vomited on the table beside her.
Oh, jeez.
So I looked right at her and I went, "You're welcome." And I hadn't even gotten the food yet and I was already kicked out of that place. So, I can't, it was embarrassing because I was 15. Well, what does a 15-year-old boy do after he goes home after a date? I unloaded the gun. The next day, she was talking to me, felt sorry for me. She goes, "Oh, you're really embarrassed, I understand, da, da, da." So, I went to school in Hamilton, and we had a thing called the 6th floor. You only went there for 2 reasons, to fix the boiler or get a blowjob. So I ran up those stairs. I got there 5 minutes before she did. But that night I didn't have a shower in the morning when I woke up. So she whips out my dick and goes, "Smells like your hand." So the soap smells good. So needless to say, I got blue-balled. But that's fine, because I enjoy sharing my embarrassing moments because I don't embarrass. Unlike my wife, who embarrasses very easily, and I love taking advantage of that. We were shopping one day and we went into Dollarama, and I found it. Sitting there on the end of the shelf, Happy Time lotion. Have you ever seen a 6-year-old boy lose his fucking mind in the grocery store in the cereal aisle? "Mommy, I want this!" Picks up the cereal. The mother always goes, "No." That's a great time. If you're bored on a Saturday night, go to the grocery store. Watch the kids make their parents lose their mind. So me, being me, I picked up that bottle of Happy Time lotion. And I let everyone in the store know what I had found. Woo! I got me some lotion! This old lady standing 10 feet from me looks at me as if to say, "You're too loud and stupid. What are you doing?" And I go, "I might need 2 bottles. It's Friday." My wife looked at the girl and go, "He's on a day pass."
True story.
Yeah. My wife does not want to get into comedy because she doesn't want the attention. But that bitch roasts me every chance she get. I did a show one day in Niagara Falls, and I brought my kids with me. Yes, I have 7 kids, to let you guys know. My pull-out game fucking sucks. But I truly enjoy playing with the box they came in. So I don't mind having more. But I've been fixed, thankfully. My wife still wants more. You know. I was like, well, I'm 48 years old. I'm a colon cancer survivor, so no more kids. If she has any more, well, obviously, just like her last orgasm, it didn't come from me. So, one day, me and my wife were driving around, and we wake up in the morning, and I went into the fridge. And sitting there in a bowl was a bunch of hard-boiled eggs. I could not remember the last time we had hard-boiled eggs, but I ate them anyway. That will become very pertinent to the next piece of information. So me and my wife go grocery shopping. It's about 10:30. She's like, "You know what? I feel like Indian food." Okay, let's go. So it has some Indian food. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am white as a motherfucker can be. Indian food does not agree well with my stomach, but because I love my wife, she likes Indian food, I ate the Indian food. my stomach immediately started going. So about 1 o'clock in the afternoon now, my stomach is killing me. I have not found a bathroom because we've been out all day. She goes, I want Taco Bell for lunch. Sure, I haven't pissed off my colon enough yet today. Why not? So we went and had Taco Bell. Like everything else I do, I eat too much of it. You're welcome, babe. And Bruno got that. She got it. Yes. Oh yeah. Like, have you ever seen a fat kid trying to lick the Jell-O to the bottom of the bowl? Right in there. Just for you, babe. And everyone knows that's my wife, the one with the red face. So we're driving home and we see this open house. My stomach at this point is ready to fucking burst. I want to go see what the house looks like. Let's go! What I should have said was, I need to get fucking home. Nope. So we go into the open house. It was at that moment, standing up, my gas bubble decided, now's the time. We're walking around the first floor of the house. It was a beautiful home. But I knew what was about to happen. And there was a lot of people, and I couldn't get to the front door. So I looked at my wife and says, let's go check up upstairs. So I ran up the stairs. All the way up the stairs. Thankfully, no one followed us. So we're upstairs, and by the time we got to the second bedroom, I was like, oh God, I need to find a bathroom. So I went to the master bedroom that had an ensuite, and I locked myself in there. I'm not proud to say, but I destroyed that toilet. There was wallpaper on the walls. When I was done, I used it as toilet paper. Holy shit. And I was like, okay, we gotta get out of here. So I come out of the bathroom, and I look at my wife, I'm like, we really gotta leave. That's when the smell hit her. She was like, oh fuck. So we left. As we go down the stairs, I didn't know it, but there was a couple in the other bedroom. And they walked into the master bedroom. And you just hear from the mother go, what the fuck? And her husband obviously knew what was going on because he said, oh, maybe they got some plumbing problems or whatnot. We'll make sure we look at that. And then she did what she shouldn't have done. She opened the door to that bathroom. The green cloud beat us to the front door. And all you hear from upstairs is, Jesus fucking, what died in here? So we didn't go back. We didn't put an offer in. But I can thoroughly say I wouldn't buy that house. And I feel really sorry for the people that did. Yeah. Embarrassing moments, I love it. Okay.
I don't know how much time you had.
So as I said, I mentioned to everyone that I'm a colon cancer survivor. 6 years ago I got the call, I had surgery, and I beat it. So I go in every year for my physical. The gentlemen in the audience, don't be afraid of the poke, it will save your life. And if you back up just right, you'll enjoy it. So I was at my yearly physical, and my doctor said, first I want to check you for a hernia. Not like, let's do your blood pressure first. No, I want to grab your balls and make you cough. So I'm sitting there, and he just washed his hands in cold water. Sir, do you like it when your wife grabs your balls after cold water? No! Grabs my nutsack. Cough. The best I could get out is a... He looked up at me. And it was at that moment we locked eyes, and I did the worst thing you could possibly do during the physical when your doctor's got your nuts in his hand. I winked. And I was like, well, fuck, I gotta make this more awkward. I put my hand on his head. Then I ran my fingers through his hair. I've had my family doctor's been my family doctor for a very long time. Thankful he understands my mental deficiency. So he's taking me out for a burger next week. I'm looking forward to that. Yep. Yeah. So I'm surprised I had to go see my therapist. So I go to see my therapist and I walk in and guess who's sitting there? My doctor. I fucking broke my doctor. I drove him to therapy. So I walk in and I go, doctor, I won't use his last name. He goes, first time here? He looked right at me, he goes, shut up, Tom. Yes, it is. And I was, is it because of the burger? His wife was sitting beside him. So now he had to explain to his wife how, oh, this is one of my patients. It was at that point my dad called me. Just want to see how you're doing, Tommy? I said, yeah, I'm in therapy. He goes, oh, how'd your week go? And I got him on speaker. So the doctor and that can hear, because I'm part deaf in my left ear. So I got him on speaker. So my dad asked me how my week went. I said, well, it was going great until my doctor fondled me and made me cough. And then I rubbed my fingers through his hair. It was at that point the doctor's wife stands up and goes, are you fucking kidding me? It's a family practice. There was no ending to that. That's just not how it ended. 2 more minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. My wife recently got her G1 license. Thank God, because I'm not going to be around much longer to drive her ass around. So, her mom bought her a used pickup truck because she wanted little Colorado. My wife works a lot. I work from home, and I'm a comedian. So yeah, I got a lot of free fucking time. So I decided I'm going to take her truck out and clean it for her. You know what saying? No good deed goes unpunished. Yeah, I took her truck to the car wash. The guy we bought it off of had a lot of trees on his property, and it sat for a few months. So there's, you know, the leaves sitting on it. So I'm washing the truck. It's white, so I'm cleaning it. It's looking great. I start cleaning the hood, and I'm working my way up. I knew there was a small crack in the windshield until that hot water pressurized hit it. The windshield cracked. But because I was doing this, I heard the crack, but I couldn't stop my arms. The water went off, came back, and the windshield went boom. There's a big hole in it now. I still have to drive this thing 7 kilometers home. This was a week and a half ago, folks. And I wasn't turning the wipers on. I was eating enough fucking glass on the way home. Wipers on, it was like shrapnel. So, my wife's now got a windshield and a clean truck, and I'm still pulling fucking glass out of my teeth. My name's Tommy J. Warren. I would like to take this time and thank you all for coming out and supporting live comedy. I would love to thank the Salty Dog for having us. Gianna, amazing host, the other comics, you all were awesome. And Bruno, thank you very much for putting this together. Thank you very much, everyone.